Hello and welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly dose of all things badminton. Coming up, we look at who's making all the right moves with less than 2 months left to the season-ending HSBC BWF World Tour Finals 2019. We're in Russia for the BWF World Junior Championships 2019 to catch up with badminton's future stars. And we speak with the man of the moment, Chou Tien Chen, about his recent success on the World Tour.
当时心态已经放得比较对了，不管是领先是落后，我自己都能调试。
We begin the show with an update on the HSBC race to Guangzhou. With 7 back-to-back tournaments on the HSBC BWF World Tour starting this week, qualification for the season-ending event in China is seriously heating up. So here's how the standings looked after the Korea Open 2019. Kento Momota maintained his lead in men's singles with 3 successive victories in Japan, China and Korea. Malaysia's Lee Tse-Chow was the biggest mover post-Korea, up 2 places in 7th, displacing Chinese superstars Lin Dan and Chen Long. Chou Tien Chen's run-up finish in Seoul saw him leapfrog Jonathan Christie to 2nd, while countryman Wang Tzu-wei also moved up 1 place to 5th after a semi-final showing in Korea. Ratchanok Intanon claimed top spot in the women's singles following 2 runner-up finishes in Thailand and Korea. The Thai shuttler replaced Chinese Chen Yufei at the top. Chen's compatriot He Bingjiao made the most progress, climbing 3 places to 6th after her win in Seoul. World number 1 Tai Tzu-ying moved up a spot into 4th after reaching the final in Guangzhou and semi-finals in Seoul. Defending finals champion Pusala V. Sindhu dropped out of the top 8 following early exits in China and Korea. There wasn't much movement in the men's doubles standings. Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan continued to lead the pack, with Takeshi Kamura and Keigo Sonoda in 2nd. Indonesian world number 1s Marcus Finaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo jumped 1 place to 3rd after their Changzhou triumph and quarterfinal in Seoul, overtaking Li Yang and Wang Qilin of Chinese Taipei. Meanwhile, China's Li Junhui and Liu Yuchen advanced 1 place to 6th. Japan kept their stranglehold on women's doubles, occupying the top 3 places in the race to Guangzhou standings. However, with only 2 pairs from 1 country allowed to compete in the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals, there's a big battle to qualify among the Japanese. Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi moved into 2nd after their quarterfinal showing in Korea. Elsewhere, Korea's Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young, who took the title on home soil, have moved into 5th. Mixed doubles remains much the same, with Chan Peng-sun and Go Liu-ying still on top of the standings. The biggest movers were Korea Open 2019 champions Dechapol Puravaranokro and Sapsiri Teratanachai, who progressed 2 places into 2nd. China's world number 1 and 2 pairs were 3rd and 4th respectively, with Wang Liyu and Huang Dongping dropping 2 spots. Indonesia also had 2 pairs in 5th and 6th. The players now get ready for the final dash to book their flights to Guangzhou, with valuable points up for grabs in the next 7 weeks. In just 8 more weeks, the season-ending HSBC BWF World Tour Finals descends upon Guangzhou once again. And that number represented some interesting statistics in last year's inaugural edition. Here's a quick explanation. We know that 8 is the magic number for a ticket to Guangzhou. The Chinese port city is the ultimate destination on the World Tour, and only the top 8 players in each of the 5 disciplines of the HSBC BWF World Tour rankings qualify to compete in December's showpiece. Last year's World Tour also saw players from 8 member associations win men's singles titles, and the same number won women's singles titles. India's only victory in singles came at the World Tour Finals, thanks to Pusala V. Sindhu's incredible win.
Only needed the one, and Pusala Venkata Sindhu becomes the first player from India.
Only mixed doubles offered more diversity, with its champions hailing from 9 member associations. Both men's and women's doubles produced 7 different winners, respectively. Indonesia's dynamic duo Marcus Fernaldi-Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo celebrated the most top-of-the-podium finishes with 8 World Tour titles, which saw them retain the BWF Player of the Year award on the eve of the finals in Guangzhou. The Minions dominated the men's doubles scene, reaching 9 finals last year.
A record is broken because they have now won 8 World Tour titles.
Tai Tzu-Ying was a very busy woman in 2018 as she clocked 8 finals appearances on the World Tour, which saw her cement her place in the elite field at the first HSBC BWF World Tour finals.
And Tai Tzu-Ying is the champion once more.
The Chinese Taipei star claimed 6 titles that included an incredible 4 wins on the trot. The crown only eluded her at the Purdue Malaysia Masters and Yonex French Open. And in their 8th meeting, perennial bridesmaids Wang Liyu and Huang Dongping finally shook off that tag when they beat compatriots and arch-rivals Zheng Se-wei and Huang Ya-chong in the title clash at the World Tour Finals. Since their maiden showdown at the Yonex Sunrise Hong Kong Open 2017, the world number 2s couldn't find a way past the world champions. The breakthrough ultimately came at the Tianhe Gymnasium, where they prevailed 23-21, 16-21, 21-18 in an hour and 9 minutes.
Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping win their first ever World Tour title.
What a stage on which to savor their finest hour.
Welcome to Kazan.
ยินดีต้อนรับสู่คาซานครับ
Yokoso Kazan. Welcome in Kazan.
Добро пожаловать в Казань.
For the last 2 weeks, the Tatarstan city of Kazan welcomed the globe's best young talents for this year's edition of the BWF World Junior Championships, which was held at the Kazan Gymnastics Center. Indonesia lifted the Suhandinata Cup for a historic first before players reconvened for the battle in the individual competition, the eye-level cups. Traditional powerhouses Indonesia and China dominated finals day, beginning with Leo Rolly Karnando and Indah Cahyasari Jamil going up against Feng Yin-se and Lin Van Ling in mixed doubles. As the defending champions going into the match, the Indonesians were perhaps feeling the pressure after an indifferent performance in the opening game. With a lot on the line, Karnando and Jamil looked increasingly uncomfortable as Feng and Lin roared on, wrapping up the match in straight games, 21-17, 21-17.
总的来说比较开心吧，因为我们很多次决赛都没有赢过他们，但是我们在最后的世锦决赛上击败了他们，所以心情还是非常开心。我们心态上就在打团体的时候比较急躁，然后所以处理球效果不是很好。但今天我们心态放得比较好，就不要去冲击他们嘛。毕竟我们已经输他们连续输了4次了，所以心态放得比较好，所以出球就比上次质量高。
Women's singles was next, and Japan's sole presence of the day came in the form of Riko Gunji, who faced China's Zhou Meng. The Japanese got off to a perfect start in the first game, only to watch Zhou return the favour in the second to level the score. But after that, Gunji began to take control as she dominated the decider with an offensive display. Gunji took home the World Junior title with a final score 21-13, 12-21, 21-14.
とても嬉しいし、なんか自分でもまだ信じられないです。1ゲーム目は自分から攻めていけたけど、2ゲーム目と最後の後半結構守りに入ってしまって、自分らしいプレーができてなかったけど、最後まで我慢して、最後は攻めきれたので良かったです。
It was a special title assault in the men's singles contest as Kunlavut Vitisan was looking to be the first player to grab a hat-trick of World Junior crowns, while his opponent, Christo Popov, searched for a first gold medal for France. However, the French player was shocked into submission by Vitisan's explosive offense throughout the match. Struggling to get his own game going, Popov had to concede to the defending champion's supremacy after just 36 minutes. It finished 21-8, 21-11, and the tie's name was etched in the history books.
ก็รู้สึกดีใจครับแล้วก็ภาคภูมิใจเพราะว่าเราเป็นคนแรกเหมือนเป็นคนแรกของโลกด้วยแล้วก็ทุกครั้งที่เล่นก็มีความกดดันมากขึ้นมากกว่าปีก่อนๆที่เล่นอย่างเงี้ย ก็เล่นไปเรื่อยๆครับตามสไตล์ของเราที่เราได้ซ้อมมาก็เล่นให้เหมือนกับซ้อมครับเล่นให้ดีที่สุดคอนโทรลลูกหรือว่าเสียอะไรให้ยากที่สุด
The following women's doubles final witnessed the second of 3 China versus Indonesia matchups as Lin Fangling returned to the court with Jo Sin-Ru to take on Febriana Dwipuji Kusuma and Amalia Cahaya Pratiwi. The Chinese pair opened a 1-0 lead, but Kusuma and Pratiwi swiftly restored parity following a more assured performance in the second game. However, Lin and Jo gathered momentum in the third, putting themselves in the driving seat to race to championship point. 22-20, 11-21, 21-14 to China, who notched a record 15th victory in the category.
比较激动吧，因为这是我没有想到的事。我昨天想到的是拿到一个已经很好了，没想到今天是双冠，所以非常的激动。
第3局我们就有在后面加强进攻，然后就是多打落点吧，然后就不跟他们打那种拉吊和硬抽，就我们把线路打开之后，就得分效果就很好。
Wrapping up the day was men's doubles, and that battle pitted the competition's top 2 seeded pairs. Chou Tien Chen and Wang Chang were defending their title against Leo Rolly-Carnando and Daniel Martin. The Asian Junior Champions buckled down to grab a tight first game. Di and Wang refused to let their heads drop in the following game, keeping pace with Carnando and Martin at 13 apiece. The Indonesians took charge thereafter as they got back into their groove to gradually break Di and Wang's resistance. Carnando and Martin emerged victors 21-19, 21-18.
Rasanya sih senang banget, apalagi buat cetak sejarah ganda putra kan udah lama banget ganda putra nggak pernah juara di kejuaraan dunia junior ini.
Strateginya main nothing tulus aja ya. Habis itu harus berani ngadu panjang-panjangnya, nggak boleh kalah startnya juga sih. Kemenangan di World Junior ini memacu saya berdua ya untuk kedepannya menjadi lebih baik lagi lah kedepannya.
Time for a quick break here on Badminton Unlimited, but when we return, Chou Tien Chen talks about his surge in form.
我觉得主要还是我有做独立思考嘛，就是后面没有做着教练就做着耶稣吧。
Plus, we look ahead to the Danisa Denmark Open 2019, which kicks off 7 consecutive tournaments on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Welcome back. At the start of 2019, Chinese Taipei's Chou Tien Chen made a bold career-changing decision. The 29-year-old switched to self-coaching and assembled a small team around him. The initial transition was challenging, but in July, the breakthrough that Chou was looking for came. He outlasted his younger opponent Anders Antonsen in a 91-minute final for his first Super 1000 title. This after having spent an average of 76 minutes on court of each of its previous 3 matches. Together with victories in Thailand and Chinese Taipei, Chou is enjoying the season of his life. Now at a career-high world ranking of number 2, a confident and rejuvenated Chou Tien Chen talks about his victory in Indonesia, his World Championships campaign, and his decision to play without a coach.
有祷告啦，然后就觉得说，这个方式会对我很有帮助。然后就是因为我们都会找方式去突破嘛，去成长。那我们觉得这是一个很好的方式，那就是先试试看这个方式对不对。那我觉得主要还是我有做独立思考嘛，就是后面没有做着教练就做着耶稣吧。我觉得这对我的心理层面的帮助非常大，所以这对我来说并不是什么技术什么东西成长很多，而是我的心态转变，然后让我自己可以更多在场上做我自己想要做的技术战术，所以相对来讲就看起来这各方面都成长了，所以我就是觉得就是从心态开始。我有我的陪练员嘛，现在有2位陪练员都是跟着我一起比赛啊，然后给我帮助嘛，这样子。然后我的物理治疗师就不用说了嘛，对，大家都知道。然后就基本上我们小团队就这些，可是国家队的教练还是对我非常有帮助，因为我有时候需要支援，还是会 跟教练他们协调，然后教练也给我很大的空间，所以我也是很感谢我的教练给我这个机会去尝试。印尼是算一个比较大的超级赛，然后我可以打到决赛，甚至打到冠军，就是赛前没有想过的，因为当时心态已经放得比较对了，不管是领先是落后，我自己都能调试，所以不是说得这个冠军我信心很大，而是说我在各方面做就是心态做得很好，然后就是在各种状况可以去应付，那这个是我最需要的，那也成长，所以我觉得对啊，就是对我帮助很大。我觉得可能太想要了，然后自己有一点急躁，然后有些出球比较不合理，所以我觉得这个方面我现在又去把它弥补起来了，我觉得自己又更成长了。当然就是继续进步吧，就是不管在从心态上、技术上或身体上，就保持健康嘛。每一场比赛都会发现问题嘛，然后就去赶快弥补、去改善、去找到真正的问题，不会说这就误判还是什么，就把它就是遗忘掉还是怎么样。就是说，就算是误判，我也可以有方式去学习嘛。就是好，下次遇到误判怎么样？就是各方面都可以去进步的，所以我觉得自己看你自己想不想要。
Following a well-deserved 2-week break, shuttlers geared themselves up for a hectic schedule, starting with this week's Danisa Denmark Open 2019. Here's a quick preview of this Super 750 event. The third largest and also the most enchanting city in Denmark, Odense, hosts the Danisa Denmark Open again. The first of consecutive Super 750 tournaments in Europe, and with 11,000 ranking points up for grabs, this is a crucial stop for all players. In men's singles, an in-form Anders Antonsen is set to grab the limelight, a massive home supporter at Odense Sports Park. The fourth seed produced his best showing in a BWF major event, claiming the silver medal at the recent World Championships, and he'll be looking to build on that momentum. Meanwhile, his more accomplished compatriot Victor Axelsson, who only recently returned to action after a lengthy injury layoff, is seeded 7th. Leading the charge is the man of the season Kento Momota, who is gunning for his 8th World Tour title. Chou Tien Chen's 3 titles this year have helped him secure the 2nd seeding, while 8th seed Anthony Sinisuka Ginting will be looking to break his title drought, having fallen short in 3 finals in 2019. With none of the top 3 Japanese women's doubles pairs making the semi-finals of the Korea Open 2019, it will be interesting to see how they fare in Denmark. Reigning world champions Mayu Matsumoto and Wakana Nakahara top the seedings. With only one other title in Singapore, the Japanese will be eager to give a strong account of themselves in Denmark. China and Korea occupy 2 spots each in the top 8, with Gracia Poli and Apriana Rahayu the lone representatives for Indonesia. So, with the world's best players in attendance, the Danisa Denmark Open 2019 is ready to set the badminton stage alight to the delight of fans all around the world.
This is fantastic. Watch this again. Down on his knees. I don't believe it. On their feet. What a thrilling quarter-final.
It was here at the Odense Sports Park where Denmark's finest mixed doubles duo made history. Former world number 1s Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen became the first pair to claim an amazing haul of 4 Denmark Open titles when they outgunned China's Zheng Siwei and Chou Tien Chen in the 2016 final. We relive that incredible moment in our classic match this week.
Good defense by Christina Pedersen. They prefer to lift him here in that forehand corner because then they can move him.
Oh! She played that behind the back. Yeah, I like that. That's clever. He just sort of reversed, sliced that final shot. Yeah, I think the Chinese pair forgot momentarily that he was a lefty. Yeah, opening game to the three-time former champions.
Excellent work by Christina Pedersen at the back court.
Oops. Isn't that terrific? What a reaction from Chou Tien Chen.
Oi. Whoa, that's ridiculous.
Oh, what a rally!
Fantastic.
I don't believe it. How on earth did they keep that going?
Oi, that's a great shot. It's great defense from Christina Pedersen that sets it up.
Yeah, but look, did you see the reaction after the rally between the two Chinese players?
Yeah. Joachim makes a mistake here. He lifts way too flat and it sort of sails out Christina.
What a good rally.
He's playing well, Zhang Xiwei.
Yeah.
He's playing well now.
Oh. Well, she hasn't played many flick serves, has she?
No, I think it's the first one.
Yeah. What a great serve.
There it is.
A fourth Denmark Open title, and they have now remarkably won at least one Super Series title each year for 9 consecutive years.
Time now to find out what some of your favourite players have been up to on social media. That's it for this episode of Badminton Unlimited. Join us again next week as we recap the best of the action from Denmark. And we speak with Chinese Taipei's Li Yang and Wang Qilin about their blossoming partnership.
我们上场的时候就以非常轻松的心态在打比赛，
然后我们两个就是比在场上其实算是玩得蛮开心的吧。
In the meantime, remember to log on to BWFWorldTour.com for all the latest updates and features on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Bye-bye for now.